The Sketch-O-Matic Show.
Yeah! The Sketch-O Show podcast back again. Oh my goodness. It's been a busy month for the old O-Matic. Stacking episodes back to back to back. Today's episode is a special edition because I have two of the youngest guests I've had on this podcast since it started. Now, I've had younger folks on before, but these two, they are like Gen Z personified. And prior to this podcast, the way I got to know them is because they helped me with listener audio. As some of you know, I'm a radio producer, imaging, sound design, all that crap. And, well, I was able to gain their trust. I know, insane. They came up, they dropped some amazing listener audio, and I invited them to be on the podcast. And this episode is specifically dedicated to the Gen Z crowd out there. Okay, you guys ready? They're doing like sign language off pod. I don't know what they're doing. They're like pantomiming. It's pretty wild. You can hear them laughing in the background. Without further ado, oh, by the way, as I'm recording this, I'm waiting for our continuity traffic department at iHeart to hurry up and finish so that I can get into this podcast. This is the kind of overlapping schedules that happens in my life almost consistently whenever I make plans. Without further ado,
wow.
Heaven, Harlow, and Eva Amor.
Oh my God.
Oh, and they're high-fiving each other. Oh. How are you both, Eva and Heaven?
We're beautiful. We're great. We're
We're living life.
Yes. How are you?
I understand. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Live, laugh, love.
This is your first podcast ever. Is this accurate?
Definitely, yes. First pod.
So that's super exciting.
We're very excited for it.
I can tell. Here's the thing about both of you that I really admire is the energy. There's a certain young energy that the Gen Z crew, the Gen Z crowd brings. Yeah. I wish you could bottle that energy and then use it in other places, but you can't. Aww. You know what I mean? At least in my line of work, when it comes to producing and gathering voices, authentic listeners like yourselves.
Right.
And when you two came up, holy shit. And I listened back to it. I was like, damn, they're up there with the level. You know, me, I'm like a decrepit old man now. I'm like, I'm starting to lose it. I'm turning into Biden over here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
I got these bad O.J. Simpson knees that pop every time I like kneel down. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. But today's about you, and both of you have specific abilities and talents. Now, just for some context, the way I met these two lovely young ladies is I am a huge caffeine addict, and there is a coffee place right down the street from where I live called Alfred's. And Alfred's is fairly new, and I've talked about Alfred's on this podcast before prior to you two coming through. This is obviously,
Wow.
I've given you a shout out, Alyssa shout out, Jeremiah shout him out. Also call him the professor. Shout out to the professor. But the way, I met you two, or I met you, Eva, specifically, is because it was at Alfred's.
Yeah.
And it took a while, but eventually we started talking and just conversing and stuff. And I was like, hey, would you mind ever coming up to record some audio and stuff? And then I learned you're an actor, and I said you could bring your friend. It's better to feed the energy off of each other. And you were like, can I bring, this is my friend Heaven. And you sent me her profile. And I'm like, wow, Heaven has close to 20,000 followers. She's not just your BFF. She's like an up and coming music artist. And Eva is an actor. So let's get into some talk of some topics that I want to touch on. First off, let's start with Eva Amor, who is, like I said, an actress, right? We've established that actress is still a thing. We can still say that without people getting mad. Is that accurate?
For sure. Or at least me. I don't know about the others.
Right. Now, Eva, by the way, the other day I remember I almost forgot your name, but I didn't. I almost forgot how to pronounce it when I was introducing you to Chris Booker in the hallway here at iHeart.
That's so funny.
I was all, oh, this is Heaven, and I was going to go Heva, which was Heaven and Eva put together.
Heva,
I ship it. I ship it.
Yeah. Or Ava, Eve. I totally had a senior moment in that very small.
So funny.
Right. So
it's
Eva.
It's very hard for a lot of people to like pronounce my name right, which is so funny because my parents gave it to me literally thinking, oh, Eva's an easy name. Like we're going to give her an easy name.
Right.
So
but then you meet me and it's like, wait, what?
That's so funny. No, it's not just you though. I get Iva, I get Eva, Eva, like, so yeah.
Okay. Well, Eva Amor, what is the acting like being Gen Z now at 20 years old, getting into the industry? I mean, how difficult is it considering AI, considering the strikes that had happened? I don't know if actors have gone on strike, but I'm sure it's looming at some point.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about the whole like industry now, because obviously I've done some extra work when I was your age. It was different back then. The social media wasn't around. iPhones weren't invented until 2007. The world was a different place. And it seems like it was kind of easier because I went to Central Casting. They put me, I got this funky looking face. They were like, you'll work for a cop or shady looking guy. That's all the roles I ever got.
So
cop,
funny.
shady. Sometimes I'd play both on the same day.
Damn.
Yeah. I was on CSI, New York.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is when I had hair and I was still cute. Now I'm just old, bald, and ugly.
Stop. Not even.
Edify me on what is going down getting into acting, and have you done any projects, and what are they? Have we heard of anything, or what's something you can give us some insight on the acting tip?
Okay, loaded question. I feel like the strike definitely did affect actors for sure. Like, obviously there were some evil actors that like would do non-union projects and just like go behind the strike. But like most people definitely were out of work for a really, really long time. And like COVID also really messed up the industry. So the industry has been messed up for a while. Right. But I started acting in October of 2023. So by then the strike was over and like everything was okay. It's still bad and it's still slow. Right. But like personally, I feel like things have been working out pretty well. Like I'm getting auditions and booked. So
do you have an agent?
No, I don't.
So you do this all solo?
Yes, self-submitting.
How do you do that? How on earth does it work?
Casting network. So I have my headshots, and my headshots, this one photographer, he's a great photographer. He's from LA. He just like, I don't know how we even met. I think Instagram or like a party. I don't know. It was so random. And I was like, I need headshots. And I paid him the $150 and he took my photos. And then I just started posting to Central Casting. And yeah, people just book you. Like I did a Google commercial. I've done an MTV commercial.
Really?
I've done short film.
Any speaking lines, or is it just visual?
I do speaking lines, but for short films, for commercials, it's just my face.
To me, it's amazing that you work at Alfred's.
Yes.
And I met you like as a barista.
Yes.
But I've met a lot of baristas in my years. For more context, I stopped drinking 4 years ago. And because I stopped drinking, thank you. I love the little smattering of applause.
Oh, the claps.
But stopped drinking, and that led me to going to Starbucks, and you trade one addiction for another.
Yes,
right?
I feel that. I really feel that.
And the alcohol, I started drinking soda more, and I still smoke weed. Let's not get it twisted. I'm California sober, okay?
Right.
Like I'm not totally sober.
You should.
Right. But that led me to coffee. Coffee led me to meeting baristas like yourselves. But then I also noticed a lot of them are just doing it as a gig. But their real passion lies in either behind the scenes in movies, TV shows, writing. Right. In your case, Heaven, singing and doing music and whatever. But with you, like, I was like, oh man, the ambition is there. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It's fun to see that because, when you meet someone as a barista, it's like sometimes that's all they're doing. They're just trying to get through school. Yeah. But you obviously have a whole direction you're heading in, and you've already done Google. You said, what else did you say?
I've done an MTV commercial. Wow. I've done this, like, it was a short film / music video thing that, what's his name? Not Daniel Caesar. What's his name? The guy that does, Miguel.
Miguel, the artist.
Miguel was in it, yeah. And I think Daniel Caesar was in it too. I've done music videos. I've done, like, modeling stuff. Like, the modeling stuff, I don't really do that often, but
it eats, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what's amazing, too, about both of you is that not just you two, there's other Gen Z females I know that have this almost chameleon-like ability to turn on that face when they take pictures. Either it's the kissy face, right? Or it's just that seductive kind of light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, people listening don't know what I'm talking about, but it's like that. It's just
it's mugging.
No,
it's mewing.
What's that? Please.
Mewing is where you. Okay, I watched
mewing definition.
No, literally, I am chronically. This is a sign of me being chronically online.
Okay, we both are.
No, literally, and like looks maxing edits.
Oh God,
I don't know if I'm too far gone, but basically, it's this thing that, especially male, it's more male based. Like alpha males will do it.
What are like the eyes? Like. like prey eyes.
Yeah, prey eyes or
is
predator
crazy.
eyes.
Yes.
Let me see
Or,
prey
like,
eyes.
close onset eyes,
Yeah.
like far away. Like they'll basically analyze people's faces.
Right,
and
cinematic
viewing-
style.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And,
And,
like,
viewing
upturn,
is where
downturn.
you like take it's proper tongue posture. So like you take your tongue and then you put it up like
On your roof of your mouth. And then
yeah,
what does
and
that
then
do?
it makes your jawline like
So I'm doing it now.
that.
Guys do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then it makes
get your jawline better.
I feel like
yeah.
a douche doing it. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, it's kind of evil.
Yeah. The guys that do that on TikTok are like literally evil.
plus, I got this big camel's
Fully
knee in
evil.
my throat, so it doesn't really help. It's just this big, like, what's going on in there? Are you
So
okay?
funny.
Are you okay? You need to get checked
I love
out.
an apple's bottom.
Apple's bottom.
Yeah,
Is that what it's
that's
called?
Apple.
Yeah,
No, they're
that's what
called Adam's
called.
apples.
Adam's apple. Yeah, apple bottom. Apple bottom.
Yeah,
Boots
boots with
with
the
Adam's apple.
Adam's apple. I don't know who Adam is, but I got his apple. That's for sure.
That's so funny.
I definitely know how to like turn on my little model face.
Yeah, you do. I've seen it.
Yeah, I feel like that's like my talent, my secret
Well,
talent.
both of you do.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
your posts, and I see like you doing the TikTok where you're lip syncing someone else's thing.
Yeah.
But there's always this eyes, like you're speaking with your
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes,
And-
that's
Well,
so
yeah.
important. That's how you
I've
take a good
learned
photo.
how to form my face to where I feel like I look pretty when I see myself. I don't know how to do it when I'm not looking at myself.
Right.
But like I know how to make like my mouth move the way that I want it to in video or pictures or whatever.
Right.
How did you practice that?
I don't
A lot of
really
selfies.
know. Yeah, no, I think I started doing it like when I was like 14. So maybe my face muscles have just evolved. I've trained my face.
Okay, there's so much to cover in this podcast episode with both of you. I mean, there's I went on earlier, like I said off pod earlier. I went on ChatGPT. I had a conversation with ChatGPT about Gen Z and the age gap between me and you, and coming up with fun games. I wrote myself notes. I mean, I did my homework. for both of you. Okay, okay.
I'm excited.
But to really quickly close out the acting thing and doing it on your own,
Yeah.
like, do you find it difficult to just book stuff on your own because of all the mass amount of people trying to do the same thing you are? Everybody's an actor in LA. Everybody's a writer. Everybody's a screen. Everybody's a showrunner, it seems like.
True.
Getting into it, though, what can you tell somebody who's trying to do what you're doing, where to start?
Honestly, I would start downloading Backstage, casting networks, Actors Access. Definitely get your headshots. Headshots are so important. Like, I did not have professional headshots for the longest time, and I was still booking, but I literally had a casting director tell me, like, she came to set on person, and it was like a Vans commercial that I did, and she was like, yeah, I honestly wasn't going to book you for this, but like, you're so much prettier in person. Like, you look so much better than your headshot.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
like, thanks. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, my headshots, they weren't bad even. They just weren't professional headshots. And
Right.
like, everyone was telling me to get professional ones.
Yeah.
But like, when I got good or at least decent headshots, like, that's when things like have
They
opened
picked
up
up a little
more.
bit
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
How much are, like, compared to the $150 you originally paid to the first headshot guy?
No, the first headshots were free. My like
Oh.
real headshots are $150.
Oh, that's it?
yeah.
That's not bad.
No, but they're expensive. They're usually
they
$400.
So that's like you can expect to pay at least $150 to $400 to $500 for a really pro set of headshots.
600, 700. Like, it gets expensive. The only reason why mine were 150 is because I knew the guy and we met on like a friendly term. So he wasn't going to charge me a lot. And I told him, I was like,
so
I'm
nice.
broke. Like, I'm not trying to spend a lot of
Help a
money
girl
on this. Literally, I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on some photos. Like, I'm so good off that. And I don't love my headshots, to be honest. I kind of don't like them.
I want to
but
see them now.
I know. I want to see. Do
I'm
you
like,
have some on your
they're
phone?
very orange. Like, I mean, just like
Orange?
the lighting. Like,
That's
it's just fucked
the
up.
Trump style
It's
headshot.
Not Trump.
You know, this young lady
It is
really,
giving Trump.
she's making headshots great again.
It is giving Trump.
No.
I'm just kidding.
You look beautiful, but it is a little bit orange. It's very
it's so orange.
It's very Halloween-esque.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
Oh my God, wait, you should
we went
post
behind
them
an
for
orange-
Halloween.
Yeah.
I should.
That's good.
Funny. No,
They're
I will
really
never post my
cute.
headshots.
What?
But
They're cute.
yeah, no,
And
I
how-
want new ones. But I'm like, I don't need to waste money on.
When
that
did
right
you
now.
get those specifically, those headshots? How long ago? And when should you update your headshots? How often?
They say once a year or like as soon as you change your look. I got
pull that mic a little closer. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. They say once a year or like as soon as you change your look. So if you get a new haircut or if you get a new tattoo, which I don't every time I get a new tattoo, but you should technically. If you get an eyebrow piercing, I don't know. If you change your look or every year.
Right.
So
okay.
I got these in like September of last year. So
might be time for an update.
Yeah.
What about black and white headshots? Do people still do that? Or
no, they should not be
never
black and white ever. No.
Were they ever a thing? Black and white? Because I remember seeing black and white.
Like movies. I feel like I always see like a black and white headshot, like Mulholland Drive.
Right.
Had like a black and white.
Mulholland Drive,
That's
great movie.
I love that movie.
I've never heard of that before. Yeah.
I feel like black and white shot is kind of more, not professional, but it has more of an artsy thing to it.
Don't some people do like a funny one to show your personality?
Yeah, you're supposed to have a smiling one and like you could really get into it, but I do the bare of the bottom headshots.
The apple bottom.
Like the apple bottom. I do the apple bottom headshots because I'm like until like there's a lot of stuff that I need for my career, but I'm just waiting until like things get further.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like joining SAG, joining union. I'm not going to do that.
That's what I wanted to ask
for a really
about.
long time.
Okay, so you're non-union.
Yes.
And how hard is it getting into a union nowadays? Because here's a little bit more context from age gap. When I was coming up, you had to get like 3 vouchers for SAG,
you
right?
Still have
but
to.
Now I heard you can just kind of get them.
Really?
It's not as hard because before you had to show up to the sets.
Yeah.
Eventually you get one of those casting people that are there and they'll be like, hey, I got a voucher for you. Mm-hmm. And then you'd had to earn them. You really had to earn them. Now, I don't know if you can go online and get them. I don't know how.
You
what's
cannot.
the situation?
ChatGPT it.
Yeah, I can't. You can't ChatGPT
a voucher. You still need to like request it and ask for it, and they still have to have space for you. It's still like relatively like it's not easy to get. Mm-hmm. Inside.
Do you have any vouchers?
It's not hard. Yeah, I do have vouchers. I think I have 3 or 2, but I'm not going to join SAG until I like am forced to, until they like email me because they will force people. Like I have some friends that like once you get a certain amount of vouchers, like I think it's like 6 or something. Mm-hmm. They're like, you have to join. Like you cannot. Like,
damn, you get jumped in.
Yeah, literally.
They're like, you have to.
I'm going to ride SAG eligible for as long as I can, and then because once you're SAG, you can't do non-union projects.
Right, and you can't get out. Can you get out? Or is it like the mob? You're in it forever.
No, it's also $3,000 plus a yearly fee.
Oh my God.
So,
but they get you work though, and you get paid proper through them.
Oh, you get treated well. Right. Like literally, I've been on sets where they don't feed us all day, but they'll give sad people buffets.
What is that? That seems so.
No, it's so
very.
Fucked up.
You're othering them. You're just making
sneak food for me, like from SAG. Because I was like,
they treat extras and background workers so much differently, and just rude.
Yeah,
it's awful. But the minute you're talent, they treat you so well. Like every time I was like the main person on set or like principal, like they would like put on my coat for me and like do all this stuff. And it's like, but if I'm background, they treat you like.
It's totally a hierarchy there.
Yeah,
I did acting when I was way younger, like 2 and 3. Like I was like a child actor, and just stuff that my mom has told me because I don't remember most of it, but just stuff that she's told me. She's like, once you were picked for like a bigger part in like the commercials that I did, then they were like, oh, what do you need, Heaven? Like, do you need something? Do you need food? But when you're background,
same. That's how I remember getting treated like that when I would go to sets and I was like, oh, can we get some of those burritos? Oh no, that's just for SAG after. And I'm like, damn.
Background work is grueling. I want to write a horror movie about background work.
And you have to be there for hours.
No, literally, okay, did I tell you about this?
Go ahead. Is this a Sketcho Show podcast exclusive?
Exclusive.
I think I talked about this last time. I'm not going to say the film because I don't want to get in trouble.
Is this a horror story?
No, it's not a horror story. It's just like an annoying story.
Okay, so let's hear an annoying story. This is a Sketcho Show.
It's not even a story, really. It's just something that happened.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to say the film, but it was a big like blockbuster. But they literally like did not feed us all day because of the thunderstorm. So we had to be locked in like the room for hours because they were like, we can't film anything right now because it's thunderstorming for the sound. So they kept us in this room for hours, like all day. They didn't feed us. And then this girl was crying because she was so hungry. She was crying to Timothy Chalamet's sister because Timothy Chalamet's sister was there, Paulina.
What's her name?
And she was Paulina, I think.
Paulina Chalamet?
Or Pauline Chalamet or something.
I
didn't even know he had a sister.
Yeah, no clue.
It was for the show of girls. Hopefully you're not like.
I know this show.
Please bleep this out. But
that's okay. Oh, you want me to bleep the title? I'll bleep the title.
And like
okay.
all the stuff. But she was crying to them, and then she was like, "I haven't eaten all day." Like, and then they finally fed us when Pauline Chalamet or whatever she told them.
Thank you,
then I've also
Chalamet.
had days on set where it was like a big film and they had like 500 background and I was there for 12 hours and they did not use me at all that day. So I just sat in holding all day, no phone.
It's crazy.
They lock up your phone.
It's not okay.
Like it's
and
jail.
no food. And it's,
no, they fed us that day.
But like
they
minimal
usually
food.
feed us.
Right.
Like that was like
that's not cool though.
Yeah, but that's the showbiz though. People like you have to sacrifice because it comes at a cost. Even if like you are in SAG-AFTRA and you're Denzel Washington or you're whoever, big name A-list actor, you still have to sacrifice yourself on set for the entire, whether you're in a trailer that's super posh, super bouge, you're still in a trailer on set or on remote in the mountains, wherever you're filming in the cold or hot weather. It's like you're there. You have to devote yourself.
I hate that people think acting is easy. Like people think acting is such a cop out. Like even my dad, he's like, Eva, like, why do you want to be, he's literally asked me that before. He's like, why do you want to be an actress? Like,
and what did you say?
I was like, because it's my passion. It's because what I was meant to do. It's
Good
like the only thing that I'm naturally talented at.
It's a common like misconception that a lot of entertainment industry jobs are easy. Just
or it's just fun.
Because
Right.
mostly people see the luxurious side of it and the people that have really made it, but you don't see how hard it was for them to get at that award show or like get as many, sales of their albums or like a crazy movie, like it's way harder than people realize.
Literally, because I feel like people think the industry is just Nepo babies, and like obviously that's another topic.
Yeah, we'll get into that too.
Yeah,
The
but
Nepo
besides
babies.
the Nepo babies, like it's hard. It's hard work. It's you put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. Like I even put in a lot of time and effort into my auditions. Like if I really, really care about an audition, I will print out the script, highlight it, study the character, write notes, annotate it, practice it over and over, memorize it, all to just audition. Like that's not even a callback.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's like it's
That's
true
why,
dedication.
Like, Mikey Madison, I have so much respect for her because she's not a Nepo baby and she came up like just the same as many of us have.
Yeah, literally, she grew up in Los Angeles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you want to be a true like genuine talented actor, like I feel like you have to dedicate so much. You have to understand psychology and you have to understand how people work and you have to study humans. I even study humans just like talking to them regularly. Like if someone says something and I'm like, oh, like that's a way to say that instead of thinking the way I would say that, if that makes sense.
What's that process like? How do you memorize
It's so stupid.
multiple lines? Like if
People
you were
are
going to
clown me.
No. There's no clowning here. It's okay. You can. I mean, trust me. It's just a podcast. Nobody's listening, by the way. It's just us.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure even why you're here because nobody listens.
Psychotic. We're in like a padded room. We're like podcast.
Technically, it is. If you take the microphones out of this room to speak on that point, we're in a padded room. So, in a way, I am already crazy. You just take the microphones out of the equation. You just got a guy in a padded room, essentially talking to himself. Right? Yeah. Very sketch. See?
That's so funny. That's why your name is Sketch.
There you go.
It's so funny.
Sketchy.
But yeah, this is like not the recommended way of learning lines. Like I've been clowned on this so many times, but I've also told other actors this and they're like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to memorize lines. And then I've told other actors this and they're like, you're insane. So I don't know if this is true, but like, let's say the line is like, I don't know, give me a line.
That's my
Like,
line.
You go like, iHeartRadio, always playing the hits.
Okay, iHeartRadio, always playing the hits. That's the line. I study it. iHeartRadio, always. iHeartRadio, always playing. Like I go line by line and I read it over and over.
Right.
I memorized an entire play, like being the lead character.
Oh my God.
An entire play front to back doing that, like going word by word, sentence by sentence, and that's how you memorize it.
I got one for you. That I learned from Busta Rhymes that he shared with us years ago when he was doing a lot of acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said that he would record his lines. And this is back when you could burn a CD, right?
Yeah.
Burning a CD. You
Damn.
probably don't even know what that is. It's it's like archaeological finds to you.
That's so funny. We're like arson.
Yeah, arson.
Why are we
burn?
burning the
What did the
CD?
CD do?
No,
Yeah.
literally. Protect the CDs.
Right. He would record it onto a burned CD. Now, I would imagine you could just put it on a jump drive. And then he would just listen to it. And he would say the lines kind of like a rap song. So he would put it to like a
smart.
beat. I don't even know if he'd put it to a beat, but let's just say he put it to like a simple beat. He would do the lines, record them over the beat, and learn it like he's learning his own song or someone else's song. Because you know when you're
sick.
Yeah,
That's
you know when you
cool.
memorize a song,
Yeah.
you could have not heard it for years,
Yeah.
and then you hear it again, and you just have it. You
That's
just
how
know
I
it.
remember things.
Right.
Like I've always been like that, where it's just that's how I remember things. Like I remember songs that I might have heard once, and I'm just like, I know all the lyrics now.
There's one more question I wanted to ask you, Eva.
yes.
Okay, before we swing over to Heaven Harlow here. Any of your family involved in the industry in Hollywood or any sort of, or are you the first to break out of that cycle of them not doing or pursuing that and you doing it?
No, I don't really have any connections to the industry. Like there is one thing with my cousin that's kind of weird. She was adopted by Jennifer, the lady in Blackish, and the lady who voiced the like grandma or whatever in Princess and the Frog. I forget her last name.
No way.
But
Who
yeah,
is that? Should we look it up real quick?
Jennifer. What's her name?
Hudson? No.
I don't know.
What, Blackish? Or what?
Yeah, she
what-
was in Blackish.
Princess and the Frog too.
Yeah, and Princess and the Frog.
Jennifer Cody?
Jennifer Lewis.
Ah, Jennifer Lewis. That's always going to be my next guess.
Yes.
Just kidding. So she adopted, what were you saying about
She adopted one of my cousins.
Wow.
It was really random.
That is really
It's hella
random.
random. And like, yeah, they fight a lot. Like, yeah, it's messy.
Wait,
Not
when
being
did she
messy.
adopt her? When she was a teenager?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that is...
No, my family
What?
history is crazy. Like,
We need a podcast of just that.
no, literally.
episode.
No, literally. My mom has the craziest stories. I'm like, how is this even real? And I thought my life was interesting. Like, damn.
No, parent lore is
Parent lore is crazy.
like-
Your mom's lore is crazy.
No, I know. We went to sushi the other night with my mom, and she was just telling us like all of her like horror stories with boyfriends, like when she was our age.
It's
And we were there for like an hour, and it's like stuff like that doesn't really. Well, I've had a few.
Let's
Bad
swing over
apples.
to Heaven Harlow now, okay?
Yes.
Thank you,
Hello.
Eva, for filling us in
Of
on the
course.
background and all that. Now, Heaven Harlow, you're BFF, right? You guys are BFFs.
Yes.
For lifers.
And by the way,
Ride or die.
just as some historical facts here, these not only are the two youngest folks I've had on this podcast to date, but they're also bona fide Burbankians, born and bred right here in beautiful Burbank, which is where Hollywood is truly made at, by the way.
It's
And I
the
love that about
media
it.
Right.
city.
I love that.
You'd never guess it for people that come here from out of state.
No.
Burbank is on the other side of Hollywood, behind the mountain, behind the Hollywood sign, essentially. And it's a small city, but it has most of the studios here. Obviously, Paramount is over on that side. Universal is close by, but it's just down the street from Warner Brothers. It's literally across the street from Warner Brothers. And the radio stations are here. iHeart's here.
Yeah, the studios.
And yet the whole city seems to shut down by 10 o'clock at night. It's like one giant movie set. When I'm like walking around at night, sometimes I'll just take a night walk, or I'll go to the
but
store.
it's beautiful.
Right.
Media city.
But nobody's-
It's
Nobody's
nobody's
there.
around. And then the
Yeah.
cops pass by me and they look.
They're like,
looking,
who
they're
are
like,
you?
I'm all, I live here. I live here. All right, you're good. You're good.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But Heaven Harlow,
Yes.
the musician, up and coming pop star, as I like to refer to you, because you do
Ooh, I
have
love that.
a pop star vibe to you. Eva has the actor vibe, and you complemented on the opposite side of that
Aw.
industry style, and that's your passion for music. You've already released a song called Geometry.
Yes.
Which we played on the walkout for you, and you also have a Jingle Bells cover. Are these the only two songs that are out right now, or what other?
Yeah, that's what's out right now. I have a few covers that I've posted on my Instagram, like in the Reels tab, and then I have a YouTube channel that I've posted a few on too. And those are really just me in a room with a microphone connected to like a karaoke machine singing to songs that I like.
Okay, let's get into the Geometry, because that's like your first real single.
Yeah.
We'll play another quick clip of it so you can hear it in context.
When we FaceTime, I can almost touch your face. I hear your voice clearer than real time. You record my love virtual.
As we listen to your Geometry record on Spotify by Harlow, I'm sorry, Heaven Harlow, or do you go by Heaven Sky as your artist name?
Heaven Harlow.
Heaven Harlow.
Yeah.
But yet your real name is Heaven Sky Harlow.
Yes.
Wow.
Heaven Tiffany Sky Harlow.
Heaven
I
to
love
Betsy.
it.
A very long name.
Yeah.
Sounds very fake. Nobody ever believes me.
Well, maybe not fake, but it definitely sounds more stagey.
Yeah.
You know,
no, but I've had many people tell me, like, they'll see that my name's Heaven. They'll be like, that's not your name. I'm like, it is my name. And they're like,
crazy.
No, it's not. Don't lie. I'm like, it's my name. I had a teacher that would never say my name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know why. Maybe like religious reasons, but I don't see why. My sixth grade.
How would she refer to you
Why
then?
did she have beef with you?
She would sigh. She'd go, Heaven.
Wow.
Yeah, she would never.
That's
and I knew it was my name because, like, you know,
The sigh was
the
there.
list.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh. Or she'd just go, you. You is crazy.
The disrespect is
I
wild
know.
to a 12-year-old to 11-year-old.
I was literally 11. And I would dress up as Harley Quinn every day of middle school. Do you remember that?
I do. We were like not friends in middle school.
Did you guys go to the same school?
Yes.
What?
we
What
did.
school? Did you go to which one?
What?
I was like, oh my God, she's a popular girl.
We went to middle school, like, literally down the street from here.
Yeah.
But we stood next to each other in choir. I literally have the video of us standing next to
my
each other
God.
in choir. Eva's always been literally the sweetest person I've ever known.
thank you.
And I always knew that about
You're
her.
an
Like,
angel.
even when we weren't really friends, I'd be like, Eva's just a sweet girl. She'd wear like bows in her hair.
That's so sweet.
I remember that.
So you guys were in the same grade because you are a year apart, correct? Or is it still the
No,
same
just a
year?
few months.
Just a few
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Okay,
Same
okay.
year.
And when did you, before we get more into the singing, now this is a sidebar question. How do you befriend each other? Like, do you guys ever argue? What's that like?
No, Heaven's so sweet. I don't even think she would argue. Like, we're not confrontational people.
No.
Like, if we have an issue, we'd be like, I'm sorry. I didn't really like
I'm
that.
so sorry.
I'm
Like,
so
I thought you were mad at me earlier in text.
Why?
Just because you said, okay, cool, LOL. And then you were like, sorry, I was posting on Instagram.
Oh,
like, and I was like, okay, good. Like, I was about to say, I thought you were mad at me, but I was like, no, that's too much. I was
You're
like,
so funny.
I was like, she's going to think I'm crazy.
You see how you sound exactly alike in that moment right there.
That's hilarious.
So you guys never have a disagreement? Never, even if you do, it's not detrimental to your relationship as friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did have, and I don't want to try to start beef or anything. I'm just saying, how
start
would you?
beef, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Actually, there was this one time that you like,
Like, you just bring it up out of nowhere.
But I mean, how would you, even not with each other, but like as youngsters, younglings, how do you resolve an issue with somebody now? Like, because I mean, you barely talk on the phone. It's like, it's insane to even talk on the phone, to actually have a phone conversation.
I love phone calls.
Really?
I'm a phone call girl.
Really?
You're a
Yes.
rare breed.
I know.
That's insane.
I would rather phone call.
What?
That's crazy.
What? Oh my God, not me getting hated on.
No. This is,
I know.
Amazement.
No, I love a phone call. I wish that we still
so you
had,
didn't
like,
mind that I called you today to make sure you weren't already on your
I
way?
love a phone call. You can get more words out in like 30 seconds than me sitting there typing.
Exactly.
I hate to type.
texting.
Yeah.
I hate texting.
I do a voice message.
I will be honest. To me, speaking on the phone, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, it's easier to, especially if it's also about something important where you don't want to come across, because text can be easily taken out of context.
Exactly.
Where
like
it's like,
today.
where it's like they almost get mad at the response. But if you hear it instead of just reading it, it's like more acceptable. Like, because you're like, you hear the tone in the voice. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was da 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 da, or whatever the case may be. But when you text it, it can kind of seem a little disingenuous. Or, you know what I mean?
I definitely agree with that.
Right?
And you can also be more like, I feel like people are more brave to be hurtful over text because you can't
right.
see someone's
For
reactions.
sure.
Yeah, keyboard gangsters.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
Gangsters.
That's why I'm like, I love phone calls because
Right.
you can talk for like 2 minutes and you know about what the person did that day or whatever.
Right. I'm gonna call you. more. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm just calling you.
Yeah,
so
a lot of
funny.
people hate when I call them. Like, I know that they're sitting there like shuddering at their phone.
Right.
That's crazy.
Or they ignore the call when you know they're looking at the phone.
Yes, or
right.
like Instagram active. I'm like, girl,
Right.
I know.
Yes. Oh my
I
God.
know you're
Instagram
here.
active is that's a detriment.
No, I have my
you gotta
activity off.
You got to turn it off.
No one will
On my
know.
other account, I have it
No one
on,
will
so
know.
that's my like snooping. I'm like, let's
Right.
That's
see.
so funny.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally.
But in regards to, because we got off on a little tangent
Yeah,
right there,
a little
but in
tangent,
regards to the music and creating your own songs, because when I first met you, Heaven, Harlow, I was surprised that you said you did it all yourself. I'm like, how did you
Yeah.
record it? Did you have an engineer? I mean, you got it on Spotify. It has plays. And Yeah, you did it all by yourself. You're like Eva, booking herself on TV shows, movies, and commercials, etc. Did you create your own beats, to geometry?
Yeah, I did it all by myself.
Okay.
I've been making beats since I was like probably 14 or 15.
How do you start a beat and what do you use to create a beat?
Well, I've been using, what am I using? I'm using Soundtrap, I think.
Okay.
I was going to use GarageBand. This was like when I was 15. And my computer was so old that it like couldn't take GarageBand. So I started using Soundtrap.
Okay.
And that was because my mom's actually an artist herself. She's a singer. And
let's touch on that real quick, just for context. Your mom, Viva, also known Viva Doll. If you Google Viva Doll, this is Heaven Harlow's mom, who looks like her older sister. It's bizarre.
Yeah, we get mistaken for sisters a lot, and she's my best friend.
I mean, that's amazing.
My family's always been very musically inclined.
Right.
Like,
so you have family blood in the industry, as opposed to Eva, who is kind of a breakout solo sensation on her own, right? But you have history, you have roots. Your dad was a DJ, you said, or
no?
what?
My dad was just a supporter.
Okay,
he
wasn't in the music industry.
No, he wasn't.
But mom, she was definitely.
My mom, my uncles, my grandma and grandpa, they would be. My mom said that they'd be rocking out at like 1 a.m. But that's. And I always thought I need to stray away from this. I was like, I don't want to be just like them. Like, I don't want to be very musical. And it's always just been something in me. I was in like talent shows in elementary school, and I would
That's how you know.
Yes, like I always loved singing and performing, but I do it in secret because I didn't want to be judged. Because I know how talented my family is, that I didn't want to be like, I didn't want them to be like, you suck. And of course they wouldn't do that. They're so supportive, but that's just my own little insecurity.
Right, I feel you.
And one day I was like, you know what? During lockdown and COVID is when I was really like, I need to let my creativity come out. And I was doing so many different things, baking, making soaps. Like I just love to craft. And I was like, the one thing that I'm not doing is making music.
That's so sweet. It's so innocent and like, I was baking, I was like, I was just getting drunk like the whole time before I stopped drinking.
Funny.
Right.
That's so funny. No.
But yeah, okay. So the creating the beat for geometry, how long did that take you?
Yeah, that was more recent.
Okay.
So that's just, my mom actually collaborated with me, and we did it together because it's my first song, and I wanted her approval. And we actually wrote the lyrics together. Just because we're both pretty similar.
Explain what the song is about, exactly, other than math.
Yeah, not even about math, actually. It's more about loving someone through the phone and loving who they are when you FaceTime and all that, and loving the idea of them rather than who they are, and knowing that they don't love you as much in person.
Wow.
Basically. Just
deep.
like that thought.
So loving someone's essence over the phone or through the phone.
And being like obsessed, like you want them all the time, but really only through the phone.
Ah, I see. Like a companion.
Yes.
Like an AI bot.
An AI chat GPT.
Literally,
that's
interesting.
Movie.
Which is, it ties into little Gen Z topic of that wouldn't be a thing like 30, 40 years ago.
No, not at
like
all.
Just having a relationship through the phone or feeling like somebody loves you more through the phone. So, that's just life nowadays, I guess.
Why did you land on the title Geometry? Why geometry? What led you to that?
This is actually funny. My mom started going back to college too when I started going to college.
Oh my God.
And
so you went to college together?
Well, no, she did online.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, no, we're not going to go to the same college. Like, that is not okay.
Sounds like a movie.
I was like, that's too far. But she needed my help with geometry. Is really why we called it geometry.
Oh, interesting.
That's so funny.
I love that. I love those little behind the scenes like isms,
Because I'm honestly like, not to brag, I'm pretty good at math.
Really?
Yes. My secret
She's
talent.
She's a brainiac. Gate bounded.
Gate girl.
This leads me to the next question for both of you is, if acting hadn't found you, Eva, or vice versa, you hadn't found acting and you hadn't found music, what do you think your majors in school would be, or your career paths would have be if you didn't do any of that?
Cosmetologist. I love hair. I love doing hair.
Is that only hair or is it makeup too?
I like makeup. I can't do it on another person though.
Right.
But yeah, I was actually going to go to cosmetology school because I knew that this year for 2025, I was like, I need to let my creativity out because I've just been so into school and I don't know, I've had a hard year basically. So I was like, I need to do something creative. And I was going to go to cosmetology school and they said it was full. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to release a song.
Wow.
I love that.
That's literally what happened. I was like, you know what?
could do both, honestly.
I should do both, but I don't know. I just put my like heart into music recently and I love it. I feel like I can let out the things that I can't say to people in songs. And then one day I'll be like, just so you know, this song was actually about you.
No, art heals the soul. Honestly,
Yeah, it
creation
does.
is what life is all about. Honestly, life is about creating.
All right. Well, what about you? What would you think, Eva?
I think
Where
I
would you
would-
be at right now?
Study kinesiology
Whoa.
or like
What is
become
that?
a physical therapist.
What's kinesiology?
Interesting.
It's the study of like health and like wellness and stuff
okay.
like that. Like not, I don't know, it's not becoming a doctor, but like you get what I'm saying.
Right.
It's about health.
Physical
and-
health.
Yeah.
You almost could be like a nutritionist or something.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I think I would want to be a physical therapist or like maybe a nutritionist or a Pilates instructor.
Oh, that's so
I could
cute.
see you doing
like
that for
health.
sure. The
Yeah,
Pilates
I
thing.
love I do Pilates every day.
What?
I'm addicted.
Oh
I'm
my
addicted.
God. I didn't know this.
You
We need
have
to
a
do Pilates
machine?
Okay,
together.
not every day. Maybe like every other day.
We
but
need to do it together.
Yes, let's do
Do
it
you
together.
go to a place or do you have a machine?
I go to a
Okay.
place. Yeah, there's one right up the street from me. So every morning I wake up and I'm like,
fun.
Pilates. And I will
Yeah, I would
walk.
be a disaster if I was in that class. People would just be like, what is this guy doing? Like I would
It's so
just be
funny,
like, I'd be wrecking the machines. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're not supposed. Your head's supposed to go the other way, sir.
That's so
It'd just be a hot mess.
No.
Yeah, and
that
it's
is
mostly
so
women in there anyway. And I just look like a
No,
disaster.
literally, every time a man is in Pilates, I'm like, why would a man be there?
Why are you here?
No, literally.
Go to a boxing class.
No, literally.
It's awkward. It's upsetting.
Yeah, it's such a safe space. Or even sometimes, like, men will watch us through the window.
Oh, that's
It's,
the
like,
worst.
big windows.
That's gross.
Like,
the worst.
the instructor had to tell a guy one day, she was like, you have to leave. Like, you cannot stand
Ew.
here. And
Was the
watch
window
us.
tinted and he's like doing one of these where he
Oh my God.
presses up against with it, like the visor style?
so
no,
funny.
it's not tinted. It's just like a giant window. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
they gotta
like,
tint
But
those,
he
though.
might as well do that. No, literally, they should tint it.
Well, I'm not
Like,
gonna lie. Well, just as a man, I mean,
Oh,
no.
red-handed.
Oh,
no, literally, what
never
was
Pilates.
it? You?
Never Pilates.
No, literally, it was him.
No, I think I have more of a thing for like ballerinas. Like when I'd see
my God,
growing
I
up, when I'd
love
see
so
like
pretty.
ballerinas through the window of whatever class, and they're on that bar. It just looks so like elegant and very sexy and hot. You know
It's
what I mean?
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Ballet, yoga,
Yeah.
Pilates,
Pilates, yeah.
like all very like
Yeah.
very hot.
Any stretching related stuff.
Yeah,
women.
calisthenics even.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even speed skaters. I've seen some of these like female speed skaters with those tight suits on.
I love skating.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we here? I mean, we're kind of like jumping all over the place. There's so much to cover. You were talking about where you'd be. Oh yeah. What's it called? Kinesiology.
Kinesiology. Yeah. Or I'm thinking at one point I was like, I want to be a biochemist because I saw this
A
girl.
biochemist.
No, it's so random. I literally saw this girl. She has the best style ever, and she like buys a bunch of clothes because she makes a bunch of money. And she's a biochemist, and like I was like, she's hot and smart and like
No, I
buying
love
stuff
hot
like
and smart.
No, literally, I'm like I want
Hot
to do
and
that.
smart.
So I feel like I would do something like science related,
Yeah.
like science and like health.
I wanted to be a doctor when I was younger.
Same. I wanted to be a doctor too. I wanted to be a doctor and a
It's so
chef.
hard though.
Like I've always been
Ooh,
super
yeah. I
obsessed
love
with like
cooking.
health and like cooking and like all
Yeah.
that stuff. So yeah.
So now, as we covered all that, let's switch into just being Gen Z and the atmosphere of being so young and yet you're also adults, but not totally yet. You know what I mean? Because you're adult, but you can't drink yet, which is weird. I never understood. Like, you're 18, you're an adult,
I
but you can't buy
know.
anything.
No, literally.
They're like,
you can't
get
rent
out
a
the
car.
house,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, what the
don't
fuck?
do too much.
Right.
Literally.
It's
It's like
unbelievable.
we're disowning you, but
Yeah.
don't you dare smoke a cigarette.
Right.
Don't do it.
Right, but
Not okay.
you could do all kinds of other things, which are it's obnoxious the
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah,
stuff
you
can
can
do.
get an OnlyFans, but you can't buy like a bottle of
Crazy.
wine.
Right.
Crazy.
What is that? How do they expect you to go on OnlyFans without the bottle of wine? Right? It's unacceptable.
Literally.
That should come with the subscription once you sign up.
Like a monthly wine subscription.
That's so
That and like those Factor pre-made meals that come in.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
the
describing
Factor
my
meals.
ex, I feel like the wine and the OnlyFans, like that's so funny.
All right, let's get into that. OnlyFans is obviously, you can get a lot of stuff on OnlyFans, right? But not every woman on OnlyFans that's dominating is doing anything truly pornographic. Some of them are just showing their feet, their pretty feet, and they're making a shit ton of money just from their feet. You don't even see their face. You don't even know who it is, really. You just know that woman has exceptional goddess-like feet. Men, no way. I mean, I don't know if men are getting away with that. I know some men, models, fitness people are on there, but you're not getting as many subscribers or followers as women. Even if you're a gay man or woman, I still feel like women are just dominating because of they're gorgeous. You guys are like sexy aliens.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. It's wild.
That's what one of my friends said to me once. She was like, I feel like 6 out of 100 men are like truly attractive.
Right.
That's so true.
You're stuck with us, ladies. You're stuck with just this.
I think it's that women have more ways to be more not presentable, but look the way that they want to look.
Like chameleons. You can change your look from very
and
joggers.
Men don't really have that.
Right. No, we're just this all the time. And then I think about if I was an alien species looking at Earth, human mankind, seeing females and going like, wow, that's, they're really like attractive beings, And then you look at men and they're like, and then I'd be like, well, wait a minute. Those attractive beings get it on with those non-attractive beings that are all hairy and stinky.
So funny.
And they're making other humans together?
That's so real. It doesn't sound right. It's
procreating.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. The whole thing is just fucking mind-blowing.
It really
is. Yeah. Oh, jinx.
You guys can curse, by the way, too. This is explicit.
Okay. I was going to earlier, and I was like, no.
You totally can.
I don't really curse much anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
I make soap. I play with my cat.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
curse.
Do you curse in your songs at all?
No.
Really?
Even in I have a lot of songs that I've written or I'm working on right now, and I'm like, I wish that I could put the little parental guidance thing, but none of them are I don't cuss.
Do you say shit? Say shit.
Shit.
Oh.
I do if I'm really getting into it.
Do you ever say fuck?
It's giving Miranda cross.
Oh my God, yeah. My favorite cuss word.
Probably fuck.
Probably fuck. No, yeah. If I'm really angry, if I'm angry about something or very passionate about a topic, I'll curse. But just in everyday life, I'm not really.
So funny. I feel like I'm the opposite.
Really?
I don't curse a lot, but I never curse when I'm angry. I curse as a joke.
I curse
As a
all the
joke.
time.
I'm like, this bitch. As a joke.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It's cute. Right?
The big-headed bitch.
The big-headed bitch on the right.
I curse all the time. I curse at home.
For sure.
It feels good
I feel
to
like
really
that's
get
a
it
man
out.
thing. My dad, he gets so mad when he's playing Fortnite. His
Not
video game.
Fortnite.
It's insane. He's
Not
addicted to
Fortnite.
He'd rather play Fortnite than hang out with his daughter.
That's so
He drinks,
funny.
he has his beer, and he has his Fortnite, and he gets so
man.
mad.
That's
he
a
starts
lethal
saying,
combo.
Slurs.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh yeah.
Not the slurs.
Wow.
Maybe that was
What kind
too
of
much,
slurs?
but whoa.
Probably fuck.
But yeah, he loves cursing. I feel like that's a man thing.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is
that
a
your
man
dad
thing.
plays Fortnite.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
He's been playing it since I was in 8th grade.
That's crazy.
Every single night, multiple games.
No way.
I don't know who he is without Fortnite. I say this to myself all the time. I'm like, I need to find my Fortnite in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's so
Searching
beautiful.
for a
That's
Fortnite.
so deep.
I'm gonna put that on my. I don't even have a dating profile, but if I did, searching for my Fortnite.
Searching for my
Oh
Fortnite.
my God, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, let me go. Let's veer back to the OnlyFans and stuff. Let me just pull up my notes real quick. Stand by.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned that right now, Heaven. We got off on a little tangent real quick, but the OnlyFans sitch and video games. There's a lot of women on OnlyFans doing the OnlyFans the most. They're doing the most on OnlyFans, right? And then there's also a lot of younger women like yourselves, but they're on Twitch playing video games that I play. And
I've seen that.
they're really
I've seen
fun
that.
to watch. I'm watching one right now. I forget her. I think I'm saying this right. It's Castaclysm, and I think her real name's Maggie. But she's a young girl, in her early 20s, soft-spoken voice, nothing sexual. It's just she has a nice delivery that like it's tranquil to me. And she's playing an old game that came out like in 2015.
Wow.
It's called Soma. And it's like a scary game, right? It's for nerds, right? But it's a good game, and it's a great story. I'm watching her. I'm not subscribing or paying money, but I watch that, and I'm like, dude, this girl's got like 300,000 views on this this video alone.
Makes hella
yeah,
money.
she's making maybe not hella, but she's making good bank.
There's definitely a connection between sex workers and like Twitch streamers. I feel like a lot of sex workers are also streamers on like video games, which I find interesting.
Yeah, because they're sexy streamers.
Thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And the girl I'm referring to isn't doing anything even provocative. She's just a pretty regular girl wearing a cashmere sweater with collars, kind of Taylor Swifty, but she's got her hair back. Nothing crazy. There's no body showing. It's just her voice is just enough for me to be like, man, I could just listen to this while I'm working and just hear her go, oh, was I supposed to go down this hallway? I don't know. Guys, what do you think?
Funny.
I love that. And I like to see more of that because it's not all about being on a social streaming platform. If you're making money from subscribers, it doesn't always have to be sexual. Just doing the video game streamers, if you are an attractive woman doing it. But let's face it, OnlyFans is the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
What is your take as Gen Z young ladies on OnlyFans? Would you ever have an OnlyFans of your own?
I would never.
No,
and I think Eva would also never.
No money at all. Like,
wait, how? You don't make any money?
I mean, unless you're like Bella Thorne, like the people that
Bella
are saying
Thorne,
like I'm making money from this already had clout to begin with, or they like sell, like they have their TikTok platform. You know what I mean?
Right.
They all have other platforms, but just like a normal girl, like fresh 18, like she's not going to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you don't make real money.
It also
from
makes
it.
me really sad seeing people that are like my age or younger than me. I'm like, I don't know. It makes me sad that they're falling into the whole like patriarchy of it all and falling into the sex work. And I know that some people enjoy that, but it's like, I don't know. I would feel sad. And no hate. I love sex workers. I think that what they're doing is great. And like, I love the people
it is the oldest profession on earth.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
so
I
funny.
think the people that love it, like props to them.
Right.
But it does make me sad seeing people that might have been convinced that that's the only way.
Yeah,
Right.
I think
sure.
that is what makes me sad.
And they're being like manipulated
Yeah.
and convinced by OnlyFans people. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Like
So
people
young.
that already have their own platforms on OnlyFans and saying, "Look at me, guys! I'm making so much money." It's like, no, you're not going to make that much. Like that's not going to be you.
And
like
especially on social media, like everyone only shows you what they want you to see.
Right.
Exactly.
They're not going to show you the hard times where like they can't even afford bread.
Exactly.
You know, like they're not going to show you
That's
that.
my story. I should post that on OnlyFans. Like, hey guys, I'm broke again.
You should.
Watch me go to Alfred's and get free coffee because
That's so funny.
I somehow convinced them that I'm worthy of it. Right? Okay, let me consult my notes here.
Consulting.
Uh,
Currently consulting. Mood consulting. On my Pear phone.
Real quick,
Bye.
let's just close out. There's one more thing I want to talk about with the music making heaven,
Yeah.
and that is, do you use auto-tune at all?
Yeah, I do, and I think that it's more for style.
You said you worked on Soundtrap,
Yeah.
right?
No,
That's what-
BandLab.
BandLab.
Both of them, really.
And you're creating MIDI, or how are you making the beats? Like, do you know MIDI? Do you play an instrument?
I
or
do it with the keyboard.
the keyboard, and you create
the
the
keyboard.
melodies in. Oh wow!
Yeah.
See, I don't
The
know
whole
anything about creating
process.
beats
It's so
myself.
fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I do it. I have a bunch, like probably like 90 tracks that I've made in the past like 5 years. I taught myself.
You taught yourself on YouTube? Is basically
No, I just like played around
just
until I
tinkered with it.
figured it out.
and then you pull out a full track geometry, and you're now with auto-tune. Are you? How do you use auto-tune in the program? Did you get a subscription? Like, how did you apply it?
It just like comes with the program. So I just, it's more so for style.
Right.
Like I'm not sitting there like tuning it to match the
key.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Right.
That is too much. I'm just doing it for style, just because
Right.
I like how it sounds. And
Same.
there's many artists that use it for stylistic.
I like the digital
choices.
computer sound of it.
I
It sounds.
I like it.
I liked
think
when
it's fun.
Kanye and T-Pain really made it famous, especially because T-Pain made it famous first. And then Kanye, when 808s and Heartbreak album came out, that had it was auto-tune heavy. And it seemed like auto-tune had reached a whole new level within the hip-hop urban
love
community.
it.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah. And I
It's so
like
fun.
even when artists that know how to sing use it.
it,
Like I've heard
yeah.
Usher use it. He doesn't need it.
Like Frank
Yeah.
Ocean, New Beginnings.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's something special
And
about
even
it.
Billie Eilish. I love Billie
Right.
Eilish. And she has
Everyone uses auto-tune.
a couple of songs that she's used it just more so for style and because she thinks it sounds cool. And I like to hear things that are not what you expect.
Right.
You know, like I like things that are a little bit off kilter and different. I think like I'm so different. Like no, I like stuff
Not
that's
like other girls.
I'm not like other girls. I just think, stuff like that is cool.
Okay. How about we move into this category that I created, or I had help with ChatGPT on some of these Gen Z versus millennial things. Okay.
Ooh.
This is going to be fun here. And I also know you wanted to do the zombie game.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
just to let you know, as a disclaimer, the zombie game has started arguments in real life. IRL, as you young folks like to
IRL.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
An
But
IRL argument.
You should know right now that the zombie game is not real. It is a fantasy game that is just for fun.
Heard.
But for some reason, a lot of the times, the zombie game starts friction between
That's
people.
so funny.
And you got to understand, folks, it's not real.
It's a game.
It's a game. It's not even a game. It's more of just like, who would you... It's kind
Like
of
a hypothetical?
It's a hypothetical. If this happened, who would you save? Who would you not? Kind of thing.
okay.
And I'm telling you,
love
I've heard
that.
people come back and go, man, I got in an argument with my family over this fucking question sketch. And I'm all, what? I'm like, it's not supposed to be that.
I love that.
I'm gonna get hate on
Live
my
for the
choices.
drama.
Right. I don't want to start any
Reality
friction.
TV up in here.
Oh my
like,
God.
let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the zombie game first, or do
I
you
think
want
zombie
to?
game.
You want
Zombie
the?
game,
I
yeah.
built the anticipation.
Yeah, you
huh?
did. It's
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
been anticipated.
I've
This
been
is-
thinking about it all day. Zombie
Yes.
game, zombie
All
game.
week, actually.
Really? Heaven. We'll start with you.
Okay.
Okay. Or Eva, do you want to go first? Who you?
No,
okay.
let's start with Heaven.
All right.
Like your
'Cause
intuition
this
called
gives
that.
you a chance to think of your answer. This is how it
True.
happens.
Oh, no.
Okay,
True.
you're on the
Okay.
hot seat, Heaven.
Okay.
Heaven hot seat. There's a zombie outbreak. People are biting each other. You have two people close to you that are also both have been affected. They've both been bitten, but
Oh, no.
you have the antidote. You have the, I don't want to say vaccine because that word scares people.
Not the
okay, not the vaccine. There's no
Pfizer?
no Pfizer. It's just you have the antidote. I like antidote or the cure,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To keep
Sure.
that person from turning.
Yeah,
but
we
now
love the cure.
two-
The Cure.
not the band, right?
Whenever I'm alone with you.
I love the Smiths.
Oh, but now you have to make a choice between these two people. Now, and one of these people is Eva, that's been bitten.
Oh, no.
Right?
Oh,
Okay.
hell no.
The other person, I don't know any of the other friends, so I'm just going to say, is your mom.
What?
Right. Viva.
Sketch wanted to kill me. Sketch
See?
is plotting. wanted to kill you.
Can
It's okay. Say your mom. It's
How about this? How about this? Instead of mom, because
Yeah.
it seems like mom would always win.
Yes.
So let's switch mom out. Shout out to Viva Doll. But
you.
let's name another friend of yours that's kind of like
Oh,
Eva.
no.
Riley.
Riley. That's right, Riley. That's what we were talking- That's so Riley has been bitten. Eva has been bitten.
Oh, my goodness.
You hold the hypo syringe that contains
no.
the cure. Who do you let turn and who do you save from turning into a zombie?
Okay.
You can say whoever else.
Don't even. No, okay. Let me think logically.
Oh, and by the way, there's a few ground rules, okay?
Okay.
You can't split the hypo in half. I've
Yeah.
had other people go, well, I'd save both and I'd let myself turn. You have to make a choice.
Okay.
It's either one or the other. There is
Yeah.
no like I would save some of it and then multiply the cure or the
Multiply it.
Yeah, and then
Add
save
one.
both of them. It's you just got to make it. It's
Yeah.
either yes, I'd save this person
Okay.
or not. Go ahead.
Okay.
Riley or
I
Eva?
personally think Riley could handle herself in the zombie outbreak.
that's
I
so
think that
funny.
she's like good at figuring out problems and getting solutions. to them. And also, I feel like Eva would just like, she'd be a good person to help me fight off the other zombies. Like, I know that she'd like be there through the long haul. She'd be like, let's go find a weapon.
Yeah,
Right.
we're final girls.
Yes, we are final girls.
Interesting answer.
In the movie. In the zombie movie.
I like the finality of it. You'd let Riley turn because you think she can handle it, and she wouldn't be mad at you for not saving her in this zombie.
Oh, she would. 100%.
She's going to be pissed when she hears
She'd
this.
be so mad at me.
All right. Well, shout out to
She's
Riley.
going to be so mad at me. But I know that she would not pick me either.
Eva wins the zombie cure.
Yes.
Now,
And
the
we'd
same.
have cute fits, too.
Yes.
Our fits would posting on Instagram.
And, cargo
It'd be like,
shorts. Yeah, literally.
Coquette camo girls.
Literally. We would be cunty.
We would. So cunty.
Wow. I never heard the C word used in such a way that it's actually pretty
What?
cute. Yeah.
No, that's
I say that
like
all
in
the
right now.
time,
Yeah, it was pretty
literally.
good.
Like
It's not a
serving
bad
country.
word, it's like
Mm-hmm.
Cunty.
beautiful.
Cunty.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, same question goes to you. I'll reenact it just for context.
Okay.
A zombie outbreak. Eva Amor,
Yes.
you found yourself a hypo syringe containing the cure, and now Heaven has been bitten on her arm. She's due to turn into a zombie, albeit she would be a very adorable, cute, pretty hand zombie because she's got pretty hands. And then, who's one of your folks? Let's say it's somebody from the shop, okay? Are you close to anybody?
Shop?
Like,
That's so funny.
yeah, so it's Heaven and or Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa, who is, I believe, an assistant manager
She
at
is the
Alfred's.
assistant
The
manager.
first person I met at Alfred's who,
Yes.
if without her, okay, I would not have this conversation with you because she's the one who basically connected us.
I hope she doesn't listen to this
Oh, she will.
podcast.
She will.
She does?
I hope you're listening, Alyssa.
Oh my
No,
God.
I don't know. She's busy, but she might tune in just because you're on it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Alyssa's been bitten and Heaven's been bitten. They're not. You guys aren't really in the same circle.
No.
But you are closer because you work with her. She is
Yeah.
the assistant, the AM. She's the assistant manager.
Yeah.
Now you have to make a choice, Eva. Who do you save? The assistant manager at your work, which probably isn't in existence anymore because there's a zombie outbreak,
Yeah.
or do you
Alfred.
save Heaven that you can slay and be cunty with?
That's so funny. Definitely Heaven.
Oh,
Because-
I knew it. Oh no, let me change it.
Okay.
Heaven's been bitten and I've been bitten.
Oh my God.
Who do you save? I already know you're going to pick Heaven.
True. Heaven is
True.
Heaven is final girl in all situations.
Aw.
Yeah.
Has
Well-
anyone ever said, like, I don't pick either?
Yes, they have, and they can't do that. That's one of the ground rules. You got to
you
pick
have to
somebody.
pick
You know,
somebody.
you have to. Somebody's got to go down, and somebody's got to prevail.
Interesting.
Whoever that is, I mean, again, it's make believe until it actually happens. But is there going to be a cure? I don't know. Who knows?
And, like, would we have it?
Yeah, how would we have it? That's what makes this story
I think
so.
Elon Musk would have it.
Of course he would.
Literally.
And then he'd
Elon
do-
and Trump, good cure.
Yeah.
We won't give it to you. You have to have $5 million in your bank account.
Let me tell you something, Heaven. I believe Elon Pilon, as you
Elon
say,
Pilon.
Elon Pilon.
is going to eradicate any zombie apocalypse with his magnificent brain.
Mr. President, are zombies technically living or dead?
Say it.
Are zombies living or dead, sir?
They're dead. They're dead. As far as I'm concerned, they're dead. We would beat them very easily militarily if we wanted to by doing certain things.
Okay, so that was the zombie game. Not bad.
Yay.
Not bad answers. You guys
We pick
actually
each
thugged
other.
it out. Let's see. Now I want to get a follow-up when I see you again, Eva and Heaven, how other people react, like how Riley reacted.
Oh, no. She's going to be so mad at me,
That's so
honestly.
funny.
I don't think she'll listen, though.
No? Well, I think they will because you're on it, see? That's the thing. Even
I
if
don't think she will.
even if people may not like you, you know,
Yeah.
like they don't fuck
Oh,
with
the
you.
haters are going to be
They're
all over this.
Exactly.
That's
Hey,
But
girl.
They won't like the
funny.
post. They won't.
Yeah.
They won't like say.
They don't
"Hey."
follow me.
Nothing.
Literally,
stalk.
They stalk.
They suck.
And that's when you press the block button.
I can't do it.
I should do a block game. That should be another version.
Ooh,
of a
that
block
would be
game.
fun.
Who would you block and who would you not block, or who would you unfollow?
Unfollow.
Block or unfollow?
True.
Or like kiss, marry, kill, but like block, unfollow, or like their story.
Yeah, that's cute.
Or block, unfollow, DM. Slide into their DMs. Yeah.
Wait, I
Oh my
love that
God.
game.
All right, let's do one
we
right
should
now.
do that with celebrities or something.
Yeah.
Let's do that right now. Eva, you'll go first since Heaven went first last. This is a new game. We're going to just go off the fly here. We're winging it. All right? This is freestyling.
An experiment.
Yes.
So it's block, unfollow, or slide into their DMs. And slide into DMs. Who do you block? Who do you unfollow? And who do you slide into the DMs? These are the 3 people. Oh, boy. I got one. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give me the ready.
All right, I got 3 of them. Miguel, the artist, follows you, messages you,
Oh
right?
my God.
Then you
baby
got
boy.
Diddy.
I am the fucking hardest hustler in the world.
What the hell?
Diddy.
No, what the hell?
And Timothy Chalamet.
I knew he was coming.
Oh
I
my
knew it.
God. Miguel
Okay.
and Timothy Chalamet, this is criminal.
Yeah, and Diddy.
bit.
Don't forget about the Diddy.
We can forget.
No, literally.
Who do you block, unfollow, and slide
Forget,
into their
never
DMs?
forgive.
Yeah. Who do you block or unfollow? Let's start there. Who's going to get blocked or unfollowed first? I know Diddy's falling into one of those categories immediately.
Diddy is getting blocked so
Block
fast.
City.
Like, why are you on my page? I'm not coming to
He's
the
all,
Diddy
Eva,
party.
come on, take that.
No.
Take that.
Ew. Block.
I'm not into
Report
the
and
freak
block.
stuff. I'm not into the freak stuff. Like, no freak ups. So, like,
Okay.
I will keep my version non-self over here, and you can go over there.
Yeah.
Like, scary.
All right.
So block Diddy.
Block Diddy. Oh, now you have unfollow and slide into their DMs. Who's left? Miguel and Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably unfollow Miguel. I'm sorry. I love you, but Timothy Chalamet literally has been like, I've had
His
dreams
husband.
about Timothy Chalamet. You don't understand? I've manifested Timothy Chalamet like I feel like we're going to something's going to happen between us, and that's why we're listening to this now.
Let's
You
group
heard
manifest.
here. We're group manifest. Timothy Chalamet and I, Kylie. Just wait, Kylie. You can have him now, but watch out in 5 years.
Watch out, girl.
watch out. But yeah, I'd have to slide into it.
What would you say?
What would you say? What would be the
Yeah.
first? Because he doesn't slide into you slide into his DM.
Ooh.
Okay, I would
But
say.
did he follow her?
I thought you were going to say Diddy.
Did he?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did he follow her?
Yeah.
Did he follow her?
He followed her. Let's just for argument's sake, he follows you because you work together on some project,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
you didn't meet each other, but he found you on IG. You slide into his DM.
Yeah.
What do you say? What's your
I'd
first?
probably be like, I wish.
Oh no.
I'd be like, no.
Be cool, be casual.
I was about to say something insane.
Be cool.
I was about to be like, I wish I went to NYU the time you were community dick and giving chlamydia.
Okay, he's not gonna be into that,
No,
perhaps.
that's crazy. I just think that
Damn.
lore is so funny.
It is very funny.
That's so unserious. So yeah, I'd probably bring out his traumatic past.
Wow. What did you say about it? What was it? The
Community dick.
community dick
And giving
chlamydia.
people chlamydia.
He gave
He was giving people chlamydia at NYU.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
I
That's
didn't
some
know
crazy
that.
lore about him. But
Yeah.
that is on brand.
No, literally.
Is there a cure for the clap yet? Or do they have anything?
Is there a cure? Who would you give the cure to?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God.
went to NYU.
If you went to NYU.
I wonder how many
That's so
people were
funny.
affected by
No,
good old
literally,
Timothy.
could you
I know.
imagine being like, I got chlamydia from Timothy Chalamet? That's insane.
That's a badge of honor.
Souvenir.
That's insane. That's a souvenir.
Souvenir.
I can't.
You're like, I got duned.
I got Dune. That's so
Dune
funny.
bucket.
Yeah, literally. I'd be like, can I get Duned? That's so funny. Yeah.
I don't think he's
Interesting.
that hot.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Hot take.
I mean, he's like a
He's
little
really
guy.
good.
He's kind of like,
He's my type to the T.
really?
is.
You like
He
the,
really
the
is.
I
really
love
pale
not into
skin?
guys. If he's skinny,
hmm
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Timothy
I hate muscular
Chalamet.
guys.
No. I like beefy, stocky guys.
I
We've
hate
said this. We've
that.
had a conversation.
Oh, you like
about
buff
this.
guys? Jacked.
Not buff, but just sort of they have some meat.
hmm
Not I don't know. Just
Okay, so
not
let's-
super skinny.
Let's switch over to you. All right.
Okay.
Block, unfollow, DM.
Okay.
Slide into their DMs. Who are we gonna say for you?
I have in my notes app. I have a note that is literally just titled "Celebrities I'm in love with."
All right.
If you'd like to.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ian Somerhalder,
Mm-hmm.
Finn Whitrock,
Mhm.
Austin Butler, Link Neal from Good Mythical Morning,
Mhm.
Billy from Stranger Things,
Mm.
Rob Roush from Love Island, Nicholas Holt, Tom Welling, and Gerard Way.
God, I only know. I don't even remember the name already. Who did you say? Austin Butler.
Austin
Okay,
Butler.
yeah, Elvis.
Love him. Love him.
Okay, I'm The other ones, I have no idea who they are. Although I've heard of some of the shows.
My little niche.
Yeah, you have a very specific little niche. Okay, so let's say Austin Butler, A$AP Rocky, and Eva, you throw out one that you know she likes.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was just about to say that.
Oh my God, you guys gave me such a hard
Yeah, okay,
list.
so we got Leonardo DiCaprio,
no.
A$AP Rocky, and Austin Butler.
This is hard.
Yeah. Now, all three of them, you got to unfollow, you got to block, and you got to slide into one of their DMs.
Oh my God, this is hard. Ugh. Yeah, this is hard.
I love Tom Welling.
Me too. Oh my God. Tom Welling's so hard. I saw that on your thing and I was like, wait. My list, my notes app of celebrities I'm in love with.
I said that was my weekly crush because we do weekly crushes at work, and I wrote that down. I was like Tom Welling and a bunch of heart eyes, and they were like, "Who?"
He's exactly my type. Like my type as a person is Tom Welling. He played Superman in
everything.
Smallville.
Oh,
in the
I know who that is.
2000s.
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah. Do you like the
so
new
fine.
Superman? The new one, with the guy from Man of Steel and
Henry.
Justice. Yeah, Henry Cavill, whatever.
No. I mean, he fits into my type category, but I don't like the mustache. I'm a mustache hater.
Oh, sorry.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, but like,
I'll shave it off. Don't worry.
you're like, I'll get rid of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
No,
I got my shaver kit right here with me right now.
I don't like no, I feel like you have like good facial hair.
I need it though.
No, I like that situation. I don't like just a mustache.
Oh, you don't like the porn stash. Right.
Not a fan.
Ooh,
Like,
I love a porn.
I don't.
Really? Oh, thanks,
I'm
Eva.
like-
Now I feel better. Thank God. I have a hat face. I feel like I look better with a hat on. Although I have a nice round head, and when I shave it and it's nice and shiny in the sun, it's doable. But once that hair starts growing back just a little bit, and that drop top receding hairline starting to show,
That's so funny.
it's a disaster. I feel like if I let my hair grow out longer, like long, you both of you would not want to talk to me anymore.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, we would never do that.
But the mustache part of this funky face is that I've shaved my mustache off before. I think you've seen it. I look totally different. Like totally. Like some dudes look great with the mustache and without it. Some of them even look better without it, completely shaved. Me, it's just something's askew.
Yeah.
Something's
Something
wrong.
is wrong.
Yeah, it just.
I understand it for like people that what I'm not a fan of is people that look good like without it, that think that it like upgrades their look. I'm like, it's not upgrading anything, and it's not even grown in.
What about
like, it's
beards?
Like 3 little hairs.
Are you a beard? Because a lot of men grow beards, and I don't like the beard
I don't
look
like
really.
beards.
I like beards like on certain NBA players when they grow them out long, but they're trimmed and they're real nice.
Yeah, like
Or
what's that guy's name? Taylor Swift's Travis Kelce?
Oh, Travis Kelce, right? Yeah, he looks good. I like when his is trimmed though, because sometimes they get a little out of control during playoffs. Or better yet, even like when some dudes are bald and they let their beard grow in. I can't grow a beard on the sides. I can grow a sick-ass veterano mustache like I'm a straight gangster.
That's
like,
so
I can grow a
funny.
mean one like, what's up, dog?
That's hilarious.
Remember Heaven? I'm all, hey, what's up, dog? You're fucking chill tambien. Yeah, and she's all, tambien. I love it. Yeah. But this face, it needs the mustache. It needs the facial hair to just, it completes the look. Once I shave it off, it's jarring. It's upsetting.
It's upsetting.
I feel like people think that about their face because they're so used to what their face looks like.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll never get used to what my face looks like. It's always like a kind of moment, when I look at myself.
I think
sometimes
everyone feels that way. Like no matter how cute
Sometimes
you are.
I get ready for bed. I'm like, God, like,
no.
Ew.
You both are the exact opposite of me. It's next level. Okay, so Tom Welling, no, I'm sorry, Austin Butler, A$AP Rocky, and Leonardo, who would I know for a fact that Leonardo would invite you both on his yacht party.
I am
for
so down.
sure.
Let's go, yacht girls.
I'm down. I've always loved him. I had a poster of him in my room.
You know, he's
I'd
like
be so
older
down.
than me.
Him and
right?
Brad Pitt, I would be so down. So
yeah, him and Brad Pitt.
Okay, so who do you block? Who do you unfollow? And who do you slide into their DMs?
This is hard.
You know what? To make things more spicy, let's say they're not single, but you have such an affinity for all three of them that you're like, you're willing to take the risk. You're willing to kind of, hook up.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is honestly harder than the zombie question. Okay. I'd probably... I'm such a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. And because I feel like I would probably have a chance with him because I'm under 25.
Oh, you definitely have a chance with
I'm
him.
under 25, so I might have a chance. But he might not want to be with me long term is the only thing.
I don't think he's with anybody long term.
No.
True.
No.
So like, and I heard that like he has sex with headphones on, which I think is
because
weird.
I can relate to that, by the way, as a sidebar.
What?
As an audio guy, whenever I've been intimate with a woman and they're moaning, it's the moaning that gets me to the climax faster.
That's hilarious.
So
I feel like that's real. Though.
I've gone to having them cover my ears with their hands, and or I cover my own ears with my hands.
That is
and
so
it helps.
interesting.
Yeah, because the moaning, it's the audio for me. My audio is such a big deal to me. It's the visual, and it's the sensory of the breathing and all that stuff.
That's very real.
Yeah. So him wearing headphones, he's probably just playing white noise or rain in his
White
headphones.
noise is crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's like, the bed squeaking. You hear the moaning like muffled. and just like whale sounds in his headphones.
He's
like,
listening to like, welcome to calm.
yes.
No, okay, like considering that, ugh. And then Austin Butler, like I love him, but the Elvis accent, I don't believe that is like real.
No, it's not. I've heard him speak without it, and he just stuck with it. And you know what? That's his shtick now. That's his shtick.
That's his thing.
And it's okay to have that.
But I also love Elvis and like Priscilla, and so like maybe I can live in my own little imaginary Elvis and Priscilla. Love her.
I love that.
Okay, so back to you. Let's do it. You've had enough time to think about it, young lady.
Okay. Should I just? I have my answer.
One more time. A$AP Rocky, Leonardo DiCappuccino, and or Austin Butler, a.k.a. Elvis.
Okay, I feel like I would slide into DM of Austin Butler. I would unfollow A$AP Rocky. I know, I'm sorry. God. And then I'd block Leonardo, even though I love him.
Oh my God.
Answer, I know, but I think that I could live my Priscilla Elvis fantasy dream.
All right. Well, at least you answered. That was good. I know you guys got to go. There's still so much more to get to.
I know.
Let's move on
to
Let's go on to these games. This other game, real quick, that I have. This is old tech versus new tech.
Okay.
Where the hell is it? Okay. The rules are read a tech name and they have to guess if it's real, old school tech, or fake, completely made up. Okay? So in this one, I'm going to start with you, Eva.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 real ones and 1 fake. Old tech or fake tech from my Gen Z guests, Heaven, Harlow, and Eva Amor. Eva's up first. Old tech or fake tech? Here we go. First one is Laserdisc. Laserdisc. You don't have to answer yet. Laserdisc. The second is floppy disk. Floppy disk. And the last one is turbo tape. Turbo tape. Which 2 of the 3 are real and which one is fake? Again, one more time for your...
2 of those are real?
Yeah.
I know the answer,
okay.
actually.
Don't answer. Don't give her any hints. And don't try to sneak a note or anything.
No,
or
I won't.
lip sync.
Okay, I know one of them is real for sure,
Okay.
but the other 2...
All right, let's do it one more time just for the listeners, okay? Because there's a lot to remember here. Laserdisc, floppy disk, or turbo tape. One of these is fake and 2 are real.
What the hell is turbo tape? Genuinely, like, what are you guys doing? Like, it's a duct tape that, like, I don't know.
It's faster. It's faster duct tape.
Literally proficient duct tape. But I know floppy disk is real.
Okay. That's one. You got that right. All right, so now we're down to Laserdisc and turbo tape. Is Laserdisc or turbo tape real?
I guess the tape. But I just want to know, like, what it is.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm saying it's the tape is because Heaven was laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that has
she
to
knows
be
the
a real
answer.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
What is
We still have
tape?
turbo tape.
Yeah.
What is turbo tape?
Turbo tape is fake. Turbo tape is fake.
It's fake.
Yeah.
What?
That's why I was laughing.
It's like, this is what it says in the
That's why
description.
I was like, what the hell is turbo tape? I've never heard of it before.
Turbo tape is supposedly a high-speed tape storage system. Sounds legit, but fake, right? Floppy disk, the original way to save files before USB drives. Ladies and gentlemen, the old tech versus fake tech game for the very first time has been accomplished. Okay, now we're over to Heaven Harlow, the up-and-coming pop star. First tech is Palm Pilot.
Oh, no.
Palm Pilot. Second, Vision Glass.
Oh, my God.
Vision Glass.
Everything sounds fake.
Yeah.
Like, these names are insane.
And the last
they
one.
stuck to iPhone.
Palm Pilot.
Wait, it was Palm Pilot.
Did I already say that one?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. Let's switch that.
It's Palm Pilot.
Palm Pilot.
The last one is Mini Disc.
Okay.
Palm Pilot, Mini Disc, or Vision Glass. Which two are real and which one is fake? Let's start with the fake one first.
Okay, I think Palm Pilot is fake.
Palm Pilot is real.
What?
Yes, early touchscreen PDA from the late 90s, early 2000s.
No
That's a real thing, and I remember
way.
Palm Pilots. Yeah, they had a little stylus pen that you could write with on the screen.
What?
Yeah, it was fancy. Just Google it later.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Okay, and what was the other one I said?
Vision Glass and Mini Disc.
And Mini Disc. Okay, so which one of those two is fake or real?
I think Mini Disc is real.
Mini Disc is real.
Yeah.
Sony's alternative to CDs, short-lived in the early 2000s.
A lot of my kid videos, like childhood videos, are on Mini Discs, and we can't play them.
Yeah, there you go. And Vision Glass is the fake one. Google Glass's ancestor doesn't exist, but sounds like it could.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's invented by ChatGPT, by the way.
Snapchat
Vision
glasses.
Yeah. And then there's also the movie era's quotes and stuff.
I can battle a film guy to death. I will win.
All right, well, we're back to Heaven Harlow, ladies and gentlemen.
She is a cinephile.
Guess the iconic movie line era. Rules. Read the line and they must guess the decade it's from, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. Bonus points if you know the movie. Here we go.
Okay. You might be hyping me up for nothing.
I think I'm gonna go 2000s because I don't want to get it too difficult for you.
Being an actress that doesn't watch movies will never not be hilarious.
That is so silly.
All right.
Unserious.
No, that is very unserious.
I have a few here already. These aren't written by ChatGPT. It gave me some movies, but I'm gonna go with some other ones.
Okay.
This one is a very iconic movie line, and we've already kind of discussed on it a little bit earlier in this podcast during one of our games. I don't want to say which one. This is the first movie quote.
Okay. Titanic. Woo! That's 90s though.
That's true. That's right. That is 90s. My bad. Well pointed out on that. I totally fucked that up.
Yay.
Yeah. I was going to say
You get
bonus
points.
You got bonus points. Titanic.
Points.
And who's the actor? You already know.
My baby.
You unfollowed
Not
him.
your baby. You blocked him.
You blocked him.
I take it back.
And he didn't know because he was wearing his headphones.
I did a secret unblock in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's so funny.
All right, here's the next one. Eva, can we go to you now?
Ooh,
This
you
is
could
definitely
try.
this is from
You
the
could
late
try.
90s, early 2000s. That's a hint. Okay, I'm giving you a hint since you're not really a movie buff like Heaven.
Okay.
This one is There Is No Spoon.
There is no spoon.
Oh my god, what's so funny is that I just saw like a TikTok about this.
There is no spoon.
No.
There is no spoon.
Do you want to take a stab at it,
no
Heaven?
spoon?
Lifeline.
I remember this quote, but I don't know what movie it's from.
There is no spoon.
What decade? Oh, wait, no, you already said the decade.
Late 90s, early
Don't
2000s.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it? Can she pick if it's 90s?
How about
or
I give you
2000s?
another hint for who may have said it, and then it may trigger something. This actor, he talks like this. Whoa,
There is no spoon?
Napoleon Dynamite?
no, that's like, gosh. That's more like,
Napoleon Dynamite.
I've never seen that movie.
You ever seen Napoleon? Wow. Okay, no, this
Never
one's
seen that either, actually.
it is Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
Oh, I've
There
never
is-
seen The Matrix. Matrix.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon.
We need to watch it.
You gotta
Let's
watch it.
watch it.
It's such a good
we should
movie.
go to the Beverly Center and like the Beverly Theater. We should watch that.
Yeah,
They're playing it at the Beverly Center?
Or the Beverly Theater. Yeah.
Really? They play old movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
The Matrix is a fine piece of cinema.
Yes.
That when
We
it
gotta
came
watch
out,
it.
I saw it when it opening night in 99, I believe it came out. And I remember vividly the crowds murmuring when this pinnacle point in the story happened, where Keanu, I don't want to give it away, but when Keanu goes from one part of the movie into another, and it is a drastic change to his face. Like he like changed his entire look.
Oh my God. You know what? Now I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch it tonight.
It's so good.
That sounds really good.
And there's 3 of them. The other 2 are okay. You got to really be into it to really understand the other 2 because it gets fucking nerd deep. But the first one was mind blowing. Now I remember everybody when this part happened, everybody was like, "Oh my! Oh, is that Keanu?" And people were like, "What the fuck is happening? Is this the same movie? I don't understand what's happening."
I love little plot twists in
It was
movies.
fantastic. And then it's not till later you're like, damn, that is Keanu. Holy shit. And it comes with a cost. Remember, we were talking about actors. It all seems fun and games and easy, but there's a cost to you as a human being. When RoboCop was made, people got fucking hurt on that movie. I know you guys don't know what that is, but RoboCop was a movie that came in like 1987. And I was
know about RoboCop, yeah.
RoboCop was... I remember watching a documentary on it called RoboDoc, and it's like a 4 or 5 part documentary.
That's so funny.
The amount of people that got injured making that movie.
Wow.
Like the pretend shooting with the squid packs that would blow up to mimic like bullets going into a body. Those things fucking hurt, you know? And like people like broke bones and wrists and shit.
Yeah,
just getting a shot.
dangerous.
Stunt
There's
doubles.
So many sacrifices going into acting.
But Keanu had to change that look. Okay, let's do one more. Let's see. I got another one here. This one you should know, Heaven, because you got that emblem on your phone. So that's already a hint. Okay, but it's can you name the actor and which one?
Oh, which one?
Here we go.
I've seen all of them.
This town needs an enema.
Oh my God, that's Jack Nicholson.
Oh my God,
that's him as the Joker.
This town needs an enema.
That was like
that was
89.
Yeah, that was 89. I didn't give the era, but it is a classic.
89.
All right, let's go to the 2000s real quick. Back to Eva. Okay, let's go. I'm on a roll here. Let's go 2000s. Again, something you already know, Heaven, but let's see if Eva knows it.
Why so serious?
Oh, that's also Batman.
Yeah, but
I
who
don't
is it?
know which one. Heath Ledger.
You're right about that. Which Batman is it? It was obviously Heath Ledger's last role, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But which Batman was it? It wasn't even called Batman. It was called
The Dark Knight.
Yes.
Say it a little louder.
The Dark Knight.
Okay.
See, I watch movies. I was like DC, not Marvel.
I saw the trailer. Yeah.
I saw a clip.
No, literally, I remember that when I was like 9 years old on the TV once.
Oh my God, you were 9 when that movie came out?
I don't know. I was
Holy
very
When did it come
baby.
out?
Like 2000. Let's see. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Dark Knight came out
I remember being very young and my parents watching it, and then
2008. Yeah.
Oh, I
my
was
God, I was
younger
3.
than 9.
You were like a baby.
We were 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I
I
remember-
was 3.
I was 3 too.
Yeah, we were both.
That's fucked up. That's just fucked up
We were
to me.
3.
I mean,
we were
holy
toddlers. I was filming YouTube videos.
already?
My mom-
Jesus.
At 3?
Yeah, I was like a child actor.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Last one. Mm-hmm. Oh, this one you should know. Whoever wants to take it can jump in first.
Okay.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I've never seen this movie, but it's Star Wars.
Go ahead.
Great power.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's another superhero. I'll
Yeah,
give you a
is it
hint.
Spider-Man?
Bam! Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
thought it was Spider-Man, but I thought
it was Star Wars.
confident.
They may
I thought it was
have
Yoda.
said it.
No.
Oh, yeah. He would have said it like backwards. I don't know.
love old movies though.
Yeah, you have an old soul. That's why, Heaven. And you know, Eva's like,
I feel like I'm a renowned hater.
She's
I'm
too
like,
cool for me.
she's
too
all,
cool.
I blocked Star Wars, and it felt good.
I just watched the movie Earth Girls Are Easy from like the
wow,
80s.
with Jeff Goldblum.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I thought it was so like cute.
Well, ladies, I got to thank you tremendously for making the time. I apologize for making you wait as I was wrapping up my regular work.
It's all right.
It did go by fast.
It
Went by
does.
really fast.
But I'd love to invite you both on again in due time. Obviously, when
part
you've lived
two.
a little bit more life. Yeah.
Yes.
A story time moment.
And then you could tell me who you've unfollowed, who you blocked, and who you slid into their DMs.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Hopefully.
slid into the DMs of
And then-
all of the above.
And hopefully, Heaven Harlow will have released another track, and you have starred or had another part in a commercial and/or movie/TV show that you don't watch.
Yes, exactly.
You're like, I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
No, literally.
But it's on like Peacock or something. I don't know.
So funny.
Yeah. All right. Eva Amor, Heaven Harlow, thank you very much, my little friends.
Thank you.
Thank you. A pleasure per usual.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
The Sketch-O-Matic Show.
Hey, too much information and shit, man.
Shut your mouth, essay.
Okay, bye.
You need to get checked
I
out.
love an Apple's Bottom.
Apple's Bottom.
Yeah.
Is that what it's
That's
called?
they're Yeah,
No, they're
that's what
called Adam's Apples.
Adam's Apple. Yeah. Apple bottom jeans.
Yeah,
Boots with the fur. Adam's Apple.